My name is VOZA Rivers. Welcome. I'm in the office of the Harlem Arts Alliance at 229 West 135th Street. We represent 800 members to after the COVID, it reduced substantially to about 400. My typical day looks like me getting up and making a decision if I should come into the office or not. I'm 82 years old. Yeah, I'm a son of Harlem. I lived on 132nd Street between what we call 5th and Lenox Avenue. I mean, the avenues have been changed, but between 5th and Lenox. I went to St. Aloysius was a school, and I went to St. Aloysius Church, all on 132nd Street. Every day is different. Some days, if it's not that I have to go to physical therapy or the doctor, I'm dealing with an artist.
So that when you are not here, a person can literally be sitting down talking to you.
Or an organization that want information. Updated on these opportunities for our cultural institutions. And my role with the Greater Harlem Chamber of Commerce, my role with Harlem Week, and my role with my youth group, Impact Repertory Theater, all collides and converge into one lane. So it's a little different because I was meeting regularly with the different theater companies and dance companies, music companies in Harlem, and they were all independent. I thought, wouldn't it be great if I could find a way that we could all be talking to each other, thus, the motivation to create the Harlem Arts Alliance, an art service organization. Harlem taught me to love this community that I'm in, to give me a clear understanding of the role that I could play in continuing the reputation of Harlem as the cultural capital of Black America.
Good afternoon and welcome to My Harlem Portrait, the show that aims at shedding the light on the fundamental contribution of African Americans to the building of this country and on Black excellence. In this February 2026 Black History Month, we are celebrating the 100th year of Black History Month. And in this moment of aggression to Black history, our guest, Mr. VOZA Rivers, is the utmost and the most important conversation we can have in this moment. So thank you for being back to My Harlem Portraits, VOZA.
Maria, thank you for inviting me back. Just sharing my stories and during this particular time, during February, Black History Month, and everybody's looking at legacy of 100 years for the Schomburg and 61 years for me in theater. Now is the right time, and I know that young people and others will get a chance to watch your show and to learn some of the journeys that we've taken, not where we are now, not where we are now, but how we got to be where we are.
And why are we not where we should be?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Because that's the main reason why I'm doing this show.
Thank
to
you.
show around the world what's going on, really what's going on here. Because news get, but not really. And especially what is important is to see the excellence, the incredible creativity that is in the Black community. That is something that people have no idea really, because they're still stereotyped. When I go back to Italy and I say I live in Harlem, they ask me, oh my God, isn't that dangerous to be in Harlem? And I say, no, it's not dangerous. It's the most beautiful thing that could happen to my life,
Yes, yes, yes.
I love it. And you were talking about the Black Panthers. The Black Panthers is one of the reasons why I'm here, because
Yes.
I was Angela Davis. I was a little girl, but I was Angela Davis, Angela Davis, and the Black Panthers. So
Yeah.
I'm here. Voza, your vision for mentorship and for renewal, artistic renewal, has brought you to many major initiatives like Harlem Week and the recent VOZA Rivers Legacy Series, which are dedicated to fostering and uplifting new creative voices. To recognize your extraordinary achievements and public service, you were just awarded the President's Medal by the City College of New York. That is the college's highest honor, which previously was granted to President Nelson Mandela. Among the many other accolades, you have also received Tony Award nomination, the Presidential Lifetime Achievement Award bestowed to you by President Biden, the Gandhi King Foundation Scholarship in your name, and numerous proclamations from New York City and New York State officials. What do these awards, what do they really mean to you?
Uh, the awards captures the journey that I've taken. It reminds me of the work and how I got there, not the crossing the finish line like the race is over. It continues. The work continues. And these signs of appreciation motivates me to continue to do, to give, to share, to collaborate with others of like-minded friends and individuals and colleagues who are also doing God's work. And I'm honored that organizations and friends have experienced the work and saw fit to recognize me and the institution the way they have. But it's really about the work. It was never about the awards. And I'm so amazed when I walk through this office sometimes and I have a guest and I'm showing them around and they are like a blizzard of bewildered by, oh my God, Boza, you did this. Sometimes I can't remember. Uh, that's how many things that I've been able to do over the years. So I've been blessed. I really have been, and I'm passing it on. That's why my work with Jamal is so important. We want to continue the legacy of the foundation for which we stand. If Ruby Dee didn't take a liking to me and said, Boza, you can do it, I wasn't prepared for it, but she said and she saw and it's things like that. And how honored I am to know that she thought that much about me and the potential that I had that I could step up. And that's what I've been doing for all of these years and almost every aspect of the things that I do. It's giving back. It's not for the rewards, it's for the opportunity to share.
Yes. And that's another thing I admire about you. You are so humble and it transpires from everything you do that what you do for others to give back, for those who will come after, for those who are struggling now. It's it's your life work and it's admirable.
So you mentioned Irene Gandy and you mentioned the Legacy series.
We are going to talk about it right now.
Yes, yes,
Let
yes,
me
Maria,
introduce
go
it.
ahead. Yes, Maria, go ahead.
Your 60-year career, 61, has left an incredible mark on Harlem and in the global arts landscape. You have nurtured and uplifted Black and other underrepresented voices, and through New Heritage Theater Group in all its division. You've made remarkable contribution to theater, film, music, dance, and social justice. So to celebrate and honor your vision and legacy, three of your closest friends and collaborators, legendary Irene Gandhi, who was the first Black woman on Broadway, producer on Broadway, Amy Sprecher, co-founder of Building Community LLC, and Alisa Stevens, founder of Ashe Collective, with your blessing and your support, have now created and are co-producing, in partnership with the City College of New York, the inaugural VOZA Rivers Legacy Series, which is a new platform that is going to honor your cultural leadership, not only now, but in the future, because this was the first one, but we're going to have more. And it's an open mic competition among emerging bold voices in theater and film. It started in October 25 and it's continuing through June. And all events are free to the public. Tell us, how did it all start and how is it structured?
I received a call from Irene Gandhi, who said, "VOZA, I'm going to create and preserve your legacy."
Mm-hmm.
I said, "Okay, how are you going to do that?" And she said, "This is what I'm going to do. We're going to create a legacy series with readings. You're now at City College, which is a great partner because we could recruit students. And I'm on Broadway, and I'm working on Broadway and off Broadway, and I'm connected to a lot of the institutions that also support the theatrical communities that are downtown. And I want to do something in your name that will last forever uptown. I want to preserve your legacy." So this is not, she didn't ask me, she just told me what she was going to do.
And she often does.
And she said, "VOZA, you don't have anything to do. I and my team will do it because we want to celebrate the work that you've done and the opportunities you've given to others." And there was nothing, Maria, I could say. It was Irene Gandhi telling me, my sister, saying, "This is what it's going to be." And I am so grateful, appreciative of what they're doing. It provides me with an opportunity to not only look at the new voices, but to also remember the other legacy that I inherited from the 1940s, the 1960s to now. So we're finding a way through the Legacy series to incorporate not only new voices, but other voices who are no longer here, who also need to be represented, so that the Legacy series will expand its vision on the second go round of grantees, that we can do some of those plays. And especially for me, Roger Furman would be one at the top of that list. He wrote brilliant plays, and it shows during a period of the changes in the geographic configuration of immigrants and nationalized citizens and all of these things that we are so confused about right now under the present administration. But he wrote about plays and he incorporated all of those groups together in these productions. And so my goal is to continue his legacy and marry it to the legacy of the New Heritage Legacy series.
Wow. So this is a important news that you're giving me for the next edition of it.
Yes, and it will be not only in theater, but it will be in film. and it will be in music. You know, I had the pleasure with another one of my hats to represent Count Basie and
Oh,
the
no, I
Count
didn't
Basie
know.
and the Count Basie Orchestra,
Wow.
and so it's that music. Um, there are dance companies that tell stories in dance, and I've adopted another group called OU Ordo from Cuba, Santiago de Cuba.
Oh, wow.
Some of the dances are in America and in Cuba, and I want to make sure that I do that. And for a number of years, we were fortunate to be partnering with the American Museum of Natural History doing Kwanzaa.
Oh, wow.
And each year, for 12 years, we produced the Kwanzaa programs at the American Museum of Natural History. And a lot of the things that we're talking about now that we're incorporating into the legacy and it should be legacies, plural,
Mm.
based on what I see, based on the fact that I just lost Woody King, my collaborating partner, that I was part of creating an organization called the Coalition of Theaters of Color. And we started out with 12 theaters, and now there are 54 theaters,
Wow.
all a part of this. So this legacy for me and being in Harlem, where I would not want to be any other place, is something that I'm full of excitement and commitment and love for. Is that the things that I have accomplished, I accomplished right here where I sit today in the center of Harlem.
Wonderful. Fantastic. So let's talk in more specifically in what is happened and is happening with this series. This inaugural season is focused on emerging playwrights and screenwriters, and they are having the chance to share their new work and connect with industry professionals and engage directly with the audiences. This is what you have been doing in this series. The season features 2 open mic nights where up to 30 writers or screenwriters chosen from applications which were reviewed by the judges, we'll talk about that, presented 10 minutes excerpt from their work. You've chosen 5 winners. The 5 winners were chosen by a panel of judges. You were one of the judges. For transparency, I have to say I was honored to be called to be one of the judges.
We welcomed you to be a part of the judging system.
It was a fantastic experience. I
Yes.
loved it because I learned so much.
Mm.
And I mean, it's just great being around art and people like you. It gives my life a purpose. And that's what it is. Then the other judge was G. Keith Alexander, who is New York's radio legend and Harlem Americans founder. Charlene Jean, a playwright, a wonderful playwright, and Jamal Joseph Jr., screenwriter and director. Each winner is receiving a full-length reading of their work and an honorarium. Tell us a little bit about who are the audiences during each night, and then we can talk about the 5 winners and their work.
With the award winners, when we do their full productions, they invite all their friends and family members. One of the winners happens to be a student at City College. And you can imagine the excitement that she brings to telling her students, look, I made it, through the finals, and I'm going to be presented. Last week, we showcased the first winner, and it was really great. It was a different kind of experience for David. David Wright is his name. but it was so good and so well received. And the people came out, they got another understanding of it's a kind of play that deals with culture, African culture, American Negro culture, all embedded in the way of the story that was selected. So it's a unique story. And it was very well received. And I've known David for quite some time. And when he won, I said, wow, I've watched him over the years do his work, but this was something completely new, completely different. And yet he came out a winner. And that's going to do a lot for him because he's definitely going to take it to the next level. The second,
This was David Wright.
yes,
The play was Sango, a Yoruba dance drama,
yes, ma'am.
and it was wonderful.
Yes, yes, yes. The next play, you can tell me the name of the young lady who just won?
Sydney Helsop,
Yes. So,
Little Girl Blue.
yeah. So in her play, which was interesting, the main character is 8 years old. And so we had her, we got one of our young Impact members
Mm-hmm.
who happens to be 11, but she looks like she's 8. And she was in the play with a family. And it was so beautiful to see this young lady, 11 years old, no script,
Wow.
performing her part. And everyone who saw it were moved. And she's such a talent. And it just shows me again the work that Jamal and I are doing with young people.
Yes.
Is really important, but we get such a benefit of knowing that our culture is in good hands. These people are very committed and they're committed at a very young age. And again, we guide them, we showcase them, and that's what theater and the arts can do. It can heal. And so for me, the plays that were selected by the authors who wrote them, some are musicals. So some of the later plays are musicals, and we're going to hear that good music coming. And one of the contestants who script didn't make it, but she's coming back. She's 85 years old,
Yes.
lives in California, and came up, submitted her work, and she's going to come back again. And so what she saw and what others saw was a nice opportunity to identify those voices and to send it to marry their work with the past and some of what I'm saying with some of the other legends to be read by the same actors is a big gift to them because they never thought that this is the kind of a program that they were enrolled in. And it's historic.
It's historic. And this lady you're talking about is Daisy Dumas Featherstone,
Yes,
and she wrote Masked Mask.
yes,
And then we have also on February 23rd, we will have the reading of Eric Richardson Hagen's If Only Yesterday. So
yeah,
all our viewers are invited to come.
yes.
It's free to the public and it's a fantastic experience and it's a city college. And then the next one is March 23rd, Alison Shillingford with a play called At the Table. Fantastic, another fantastic play. And then Daisy. Daisy will be here on April 27. She will come back from California for that.
That's great. Well, thank you for having your script because for me to remember all of them would have been quite a little challenge for me. So I appreciate the help that you're giving me today with the scripts. But you captured it. It's exciting. I'm honored to be a judge. Um, I'm enjoying myself at
Mhm.
my age of now, when I'm 83 years old, and I'm enjoying life.
83 are young.
Yes, ma'am.
That's what you are.
Yes, yes. So I'm enjoying my life at this stage, and I'm honored that I'm giving back in a way that ensures that our future will be in good hands.
Um, we have to acknowledge that the series is supported in part by West Harlem Development Corporation, New York State Council of the Arts, New York City Department of Cultural Affairs, in partnership with the City Council, the Nederlander Organization, and the Schubert Organization. Thank you
Let's
to
say,
all of them.
yeah, and I want to say thank you to the Big Pause because um, we put it on paper what we wanted to do, but it would not have been possible if the sponsors that you just mentioned, if they didn't support it.
Yes.
So again, I want to say thank you to all of those sponsors, and especially the West Harlem Development and the Nederlanders and the Schuberts for saying, job well done, and this is something worthy of their support.
Thank you, Rosa. And we are going to complete this conversation with what we said before, that this will become an annual series that will carry on your legacy. We carried it forward. There will be multidisciplinary voices for undeserved community, including BIPOC, LGBTQ, artists with disabilities, which have, and this series will have accessibility and inclusion at its core, because this is who you are. This is who
Thank you.
have you been. How
Thank you.
satisfied are you with this first series?
I'm very, very satisfied, and I'm looking forward to the rest of the series. So for the next several months, I'm going to be exhilarated with the happiness of being able to sit and watch and have the audiences appreciate the gift that these young participants are giving to us. So
Wonderful.
can't get any better than that.
No, I can. And thank you for including me in this. It has been a great honor. And as you are enjoying, I'm enjoying it a
Well,
lot.
Maria, you're one of those angels that are always there for us and capturing what we do and celebrating it with your journalism and with your enthusiasm. So I adore seeing you and sitting next to you at these events. So you're much respected and loved.
Thank you so much, Boza. Thank you. This is very appreciated coming from you, and I'm very honored.
Thank you.
And thank you to our viewers. See you every Saturday, 12:30 on Spectrum, channel 1993. And for the episode you missed, you go to my YouTube channel, My Harlem Portraits, Maria G. Cavenaghi. Bye-bye. Thank you, Vosa.
Bye. Thank you.
Ciao.